Well, hey there, welcome to this week's edition of the Morning Brunch. I'm Caleb here with Kelley and Lee, and it's a chance for us to talk about some of the things happening in the world that maybe caught our eye, and we can get into a little bit more. This first story I actually saw on TikTok, and I sent it to one of our producers yesterday and said, I want to talk about this.
Okay.
So WalletHub is once again ranking the happiest states across the nation. Once again, though, Ohio is sitting at 39th, or 38th actually. It's not great.
Sad.
Hawaii is, shockingly number one. But the top three surprised me. Maryland was the number 2 spot, and Nebraska was number 3. What was the least happy state? Well, that was West Virginia. These rankings come from 30 key metrics, including depression rate, the share of adults feeling productive, income growth, and the unemployment rate.
That's really depressing for Ohio at 38th. I would disagree with that. I think Ohio is a happy state.
Okay, what about you? What do you think?
I think 38th is good. I feel like Nebraska.
You think it's good?
I mean, it's not bad.
I mean,
I feel worse for Nebraska.
there's only 11 people below us at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
I will say this. I feel as someone, because California is in the top 10.
yeah.
Shockingly.
Well, weather, beautiful, sunshine.
And so that's the thing, the weather.
You can get out.
Yes.
There's a lot to do, you know.
I think if Ohio's weather collectively was better,
Yes.
I think Ohio will be much higher. There's a lot to do here. Summer, I think between May and November here in the Buckeye State is the best. I would arguably say it's better than some of my, summer to falls in California.
Wow.
You see the seasons, you get to, now the humidity's not fun in the summer, but again, I think the sky
take
is
it.
bigger here.
Yeah.
You know where, there's outdoor things to do in California, but I really think Ohio is a slept on state. That's my hot take of the day.
I actually agree with that. I like the changing of the seasons. I've lived in Ohio my entire life, and I really like how we get all the seasons.
Yes.
Now, having said that, I don't like all of the snow and the ice that we have gotten.
And does
And the
anybody really?
below
I
zero
still like
temperatures.
it. I enjoy the snow.
You've enjoyed the last
Yes.
week of the negative degree temperatures.
Well, the cold, not as much. But the snow itself.
but
and
with the
how much
snow
we
has to
got,
come the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
You're
it's
okay
worth,
with it?
It's worth it for the snow.
Oh.
I would say that.
I'm from the camp that I think the snow's pretty, and that's about it.
Well, you don't have to go out in it. It's
Yeah.
pretty. When you start having to go to work every day, then it's not fun anymore.
Yeah. I'm definitely a summer girl.
All the way.
I love summer weather. You will never hear me complaining about humidity because
No.
of what we just got.
Now, I will say, it does get real sticky and nasty
Yeah,
out there.
it's
I think
okay.
if I have
I'll
to
take
choose,
it.
though, fall is for me. Because
Fall's
fall is the
beautiful.
happy medium, right? You'll get the chillier nights, but you're going to get the really nice days as well, and it's not, blisteringly hot outside.
Right. Well, moving on here, the hit film Dirty Dancing is taking another turn on the dance floor. So a sequel to the film is actually in the works, and it's going to be with star Jennifer Grey on board to reprise her role as Baby, who is also known as Frances Houseman, but everybody calls her Baby. And then she's also going to be the executive producer. No word yet on when it will hit the big screen and who else will be coming back for a Dirty Dancing 2. Obviously, we know it won't be Patrick Swayze since he passed away.
Yes, may he rest in peace.
Yes, but it will be interesting to see what characters they bring, what kind of storyline they're going to bring to that. So I'm a big fan of Dirty Dancing. Are you?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
You've never seen it?
You know what
And
it
you've
is,
never
though?
seen it.
I know the things that happen. Of course, know Patrick Swayze and everybody else from the cast. Time of My Life, great song.
Yep.
And I actually didn't know that was an original song for the movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those, it was a popular song, they put it in the movie type of thing.
Nope. And then that's when you see the big lift too.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so the
Iconic.
iconic lift is to the song I've Had the Time of My Life.
So, have you and Victor done the lift yet?
We have not. We will do the lift. He doesn't know it yet, but
Okay.
we are going to be doing the lift.
At
So
the
he better
wedding?
be, oh no, I will not risk that. There's a lot of things that can go wrong at your wedding, and that's
Yeah.
not going to be one of them.
Oh, I'm just thinking about the, Time of My Life dance in general. It's a
Yeah.
lot of things that can go wrong.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot that can go wrong in dancing in
Period,
general.
sure.
Yeah. And so that lift is a major undertaking, but, I'll get him in the gym, bench press
Get
a
'em
little
right.
bit more.
I feel like sequels are a hot thing right now. We were just talking about The Devil Wears Prada too.
Yes. Yeah.
And that looks good. And they're bringing back, most of the cast. Anne Hathaway, that's my girl right there. Stanley Tucci. Meryl Streep as
Yep.
well. So I definitely got to go check that out.
So they made actually a Dirty Dancing prequel, and it was Dirty Dancing Havana Nights.
And you said it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. Nobody watched it. You know, I mean, I didn't even make it through it. But ironically, it was actually on the other night. Victor and I were watching it. And the funny thing was, and we didn't realize this, but Shakira's Hips Don't Lie, before it was actually Shakira's Hips Don't Lie, was actually in that movie.
Oh,
that song.
by a different artist.
So it was Wyclef Jean's version originally. And so it was called Lips Don't Lie, and it was with somebody else. Somebody else was singing the vocals that Shakira would sing. But she changed it to Hips Don't Lie, and obviously it's what we know today. And what's funny is he and I danced, I don't think you know this, but he and I danced to that during Dancing with the Stars.
I did
It's
not know
like a
that.
full circle moment right there.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was falling asleep during the Havana Nights movie, and here I am, like my head's nodding, and then all of a sudden I hear the little trumpet, and I was like,
you perked up.
yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Shakira.
That's funny. All right, good deal.
Okay, well, this weekend we have the Super Bowl, obviously, and Pepsi has already released its commercial for the big game. And here is the commercial right there with the polar bear, despite it being for Pepsi. It seems the pop company has restarted the soda wars by hijacking Coke's iconic mascot. The commercial even makes a connection to the now iconic moment that a CEO and employee were caught having an affair on the Jumbotron at a Coldplay concert. I remember that. And the internet is, of course, having a field day with this. There have been comments about the irony of Pepsi stealing Coke's polar bear, while Coke has been churning out AI-generated commercials. Right now, the big question is, will Coke have a response on game day?
If they do, they'll pay a pretty penny for it. What did we say this morning? That they're averaging like 5 to 10 million for a slot?
8 to 10 million.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where the money's coming in.
Yeah, I mean, so many eyes though. I always wonder what the ROI, return on investment, is for those kind of ads, because you have what, 350 plus million people watching the game, and then you factor in everything, and in terms of them going to the website, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know, we'll see.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of AI commercials this year.
Probably, and I wonder if that will be Coca-Cola's response, is coming back with some sort of AI-generated commercial.
I wonder if they can make a joke almost like, this is AI, this is deep fake right here.
Yeah.
If they take that, I said it here. I said it here first. Just give me a little check. We'll be good. We'll be good, Coca-Cola.
He wants a little bit of
just
a cut,
a little bit.
you know.
Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
I always like the Doritos commercials because
Doritos
those always seem to make an impact, no matter what they are. It's
Skittles has had some
Skittles
pretty
is a good
interesting
one.
ones. And then
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And then they always have the commercials that don't make the final cut for a variety of reasons, right? A lot of times it has to do with the content. It's not really, for families. There's this one Skittles commercial I'm thinking about, and I remember watching it originally, and it never aired because it's pretty
I
out
remember, I know which one you're talking about.
And I just remember sitting and thinking to myself,
like,
my
whoa.
goodness, yeah, it was
a lot.
It was a lot. But
Yeah.
there are others like that. There are compilations on YouTube. You can do like, top 10 most shocking Super Bowl commercials. If you're ever interested in something like that.
That'll keep you entertained.
To say the least. All right, well, this next story is something I used to do a lot. Jamie's big on this as well, but wordsmiths be prepared. The New York Times is actually making a change to its Wordle game policy. The editors have announced the old Wordle solutions, which were previously retired after each game, will now be added back into the possible pool of answers alongside never before used words. The change is in effect now. The news didn't seem to faze many people, but as it opens up the chance to reuse some of the starting words that have already been used, I'm sure a lot of folks have opinions online. Have you done Wordle before?
I've not done Wordle.
Okay, have you?
Only like with people, I've never had I've never done it on my phone, but I've helped.
Okay. What do you
I think I'm pretty good at helping.
At helping people do their Wordle? It's a fun little game. We used to do it, Laura, Jamie, and I used to do it a lot. I do Sudoku now. Love Sudoku.
I love Sudoku.
Sure.
It's fun.
Yeah, I always tell people too, I think it's good to have, especially with the time we wake up in the morning, it's good to have something that stimulates the brain. And I read an article online that said, doing Sudoku helps with memory retention in the long term. So that's why I started doing it.
Yeah, and then you asked me what my name was this morning.
And
So there's that.
Yeah. I enjoy it though. I think I've gotten pretty good at them too. I can do like the hardest level. I want to get one of those books. I want to be the person on the plane, stay with me,
Yeah.
who has the book, right? And you just have like headphones in and they're just like doing the Sudoku book. I feel like I see you're laughing, but I really see that for me in the future.
And by the time your flight is over, you have a full book
Right, you're just going
completed.
through boom, boom, boom. Only problem is, with each Sudoku puzzle, there's only one correct answer. So if one box is off, it'll mess up everything else.
Yeah.
And so it's process of elimination. But yeah.
Do you do handwritten Sudoku, or are you doing?
I do
this,
it
like,
on my
one?
phone.
Okay.
But I want to do the handwritten ones. That's the next, it's the next juncture for me.
When I was younger, I always liked the word searches.
Me too.
I thought
Word
it
searches
was
are
so
fun.
fun.
Word scrambles as
Word
well.
scramble. Actually, Jamie and I just did a word scramble recently.
Oh, I saw that. It just got uploaded on Facebook today,
yes,
too.
so go check it out on our website.
Okay, how did you do?
I actually beat her.
Really?
Yeah. My brain was working that day. Some days, Okay,
I was gonna say, 'cause Jamie's quick. Well, we'll do the Wordle, or there's the mini crossword for the New York Times as well. And so I would get a minute and a half, whatever. Jamie would be like, oh, I got it in 27 seconds.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't even be fun anymore, because Jamie was just so
she would
good
just
at the game.
beat you, yeah.
Yeah. What about puzzles? You guys into those?
I love puzzles.
Yeah.
Extreme puzzles, like the 50-piece ones or the 1,000-piece ones?
50, 100, not 1,000
Not
though.
1,000.
That's too many.
Oh, I always liked doing the 1,000-piece when I was younger, and putting it together and using that to kill time.
Yeah, that's how I am with Legos. Give me
Yeah.
a good Lego set. They got pretty pricey, but give me a good Lego set.
They are.
And I'll sit there for a couple hours and do it. I had some family members who did a puzzle for the holidays, and each day was a box of a larger puzzle. So it took 25 days to complete the whole puzzle. It's pretty cool, but each box itself was probably 50 to 100 pieces.
Wow.
It's pretty intricate.
Okay, that's probably a pretty big.
It turned out,
Yeah.
it turned out pretty cool. All right, we'll stay with us on this edition of the Morning Brunch. We have much more to get into as we look ahead to the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day, of course. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Well, welcome back to the Morning Brunch. Thanks so much for joining us, and we're digging into maybe some of the stories that have caught our eye, or some of the fun happenings. And one of the fun things, Valentine's Day is
Love
coming
is
up.
in the air.
Oh yeah, it sure is. And speaking of love in the air, so is chicken, because Chick-fil-A says it's bringing back its heart-shaped trays. The trays come in a variety of sizes and include nuggets and brownies. The heartfelt promotion started this week, and it runs until Valentine's Day. Trays can be bought in the store or through the Chick-fil-A app. I always love when restaurants get into the spirit of the holiday and do this kind of promotion. I know another chain that does it is Papa John's, and some of the pizza chains, they do the heart-shaped pizzas.
Yeah.
Those are always fun. And then the specialties, candy, the little conversation hearts.
Do you like those?
No, I think they're terrible.
They taste like chalk.
They taste like chalk. You know who likes them? Victor. Victor likes all the gross candy.
My mom loves them, so for Valentine's Day, we stock her up on them, but I hate them.
Yeah, they're fun to read, and especially the more obscure messages in more recent years. So they're kind of fun to read, but no, they don't taste good.
I'm sitting here thinking about Chick-fil-A still. I would love a bouquet or a heart-shaped box
tray
of chicken
Chick-fil-A
nuggets.
tray.
I guess that's the question. Would you rather that or some flowers? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna get both.
Okay, so Bo, what about you?
Not the nuggets, the minis with the
minis.
bread. They have to have the bread.
You want those in the...
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
that.
the
So
mini
you want the bread, you want the
sandwiches.
sandwich,
Yeah.
See, I don't care about the bread. I just want the meat.
I
want
get the
meat.
chicken strips from Chick-fil-A.
The chicken strips, the nuggets, the sandwich itself. Actually, though,
With the Chick-fil-A sauce?
with the Chick-fil-A sauce. But it's funny because people make fun of me how I eat the sandwich because I don't care about the bread. So I tear it off. And it's just easier to eat that way. Yeah.
I
so
think the Chick-fil-A
bread.
sandwich is great, and it just has
is.
the chicken and the pickles.
I want the pickles.
The Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes.
I love the pickles.
I want the pickles. That's why I ordered the sandwich. That's why I don't just order the nuggets. And so I'll sit there and I'll eat the sandwich and I'll hold on to the bread and then just tear it off. The first time Victor saw me do that, he was like, "What in the world is happening
He had
here?"
questions. He had questions.
He did
for
have
sure.
major questions.
Whenever we do this show, I swear I'm just so hungry. It's almost lunchtime now, and now we're talking about chicken. Now I want Chick-fil-A.
I know. I think that's on my lunch menu for today. Yeah. Not a whole heart-shaped tray.
No.
But
I mean, if you wanted to.
a sandwich, maybe a
Without
few
the
nuggets.
bread?
Yeah,
bread.
without the bread.
So just a piece of chicken and pickles.
Well, sticking with the Valentine's Day theme, according to a new study, Valentine's Day is no longer just for couples. A survey
Okay.
from dining reservation site Open Table found that 57% of Americans believe Valentine's Day is more about celebrating all relationships.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The cultural shift is being led by Gen Z. So 60% say they're likely to celebrate February 14th with friends instead of partners. More people are also making reservations for Galentine's Day, which is on February 13th, the day before Valentine's. Open Table says it saw reservations leap 34% last year compared to 2024. And Lee, you said that you're excited this year for Valentine's Day.
I am. I think Valentine's Day, it's just a nice day, nice holiday.
Yeah.
Got any plans or just
Nope,
excited?
Yeah. You're just
me on
excited.
Valentine's. But I also like Galentine's too. If my
Yeah.
friends were in town, we would always celebrate it together. Normally not on February 14th, but the day before.
Right. Yeah. I've done a couple of Galentine's Day get-togethers, going out with friends and having fun and everything. But I haven't ever really liked Valentine's Day until Victor came along, I guess. Like, I love
I
Valentine's
can only
Day
imagine
now.
what
I love
Victor, I can
Valentine's
only
Day.
imagine what he has planned.
So last year, yeah, I don't know. It's a surprise. It's
Yeah.
always a surprise with that man. But last year, he took me to a candlelight concert, one of those candlelight concerts.
That's very sweet.
And it was all romantic classics. And yeah, and so it was beautiful.
How
It was
long
this
had you all been
quartet.
dating at that point?
A few months.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it was in this older church. So like the sound, it just reverberated throughout the whole church. It was
cool.
beautiful, yeah. And then just the candles themselves. It was pretty as a backdrop for music like that.
Yeah,
See,
I like
saw
that.
a Drake version of that,
Yeah.
and I thought about taking myself.
It's really cool. I would suggest going because it is so cool. Like no matter what kind of music, because we've also been to they did a Beatles one and then
Ooh.
somebody else. I can't remember. It was a duel. It was the Beatles and then somebody else. And it's so cool. Oh, I think Fleetwood Mac maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like such a hater right now.
Oh, no.
I'm not a huge fan of Valentine's Day.
I wasn't either.
Me
I
either.
think
I didn't used to be.
in the past, see what you guys are now. Here's
Yeah.
Caleb's hot take of the day. I feel Valentine's Day, if I'm with someone, I should have loved them and appreciate them every day. I think putting a lot
Yeah.
of hype on a single day, I'm getting a side eye over here. I think putting a lot of emphasis on a single day almost defeats the purpose. It's why I feel the way I do
Yeah.
about New Year's resolutions. If you
No.
want to change your life, just do it on a random day. If I want to say I love you to someone, I'll say it every day, not just on Valentine's Day. That's just my hot take. I just think it can get a little nauseating.
Do you feel that way about like Father's Day and Mother's Day?
No, because those are different though. Because it's like, that's a little different. I understand the jump off point of what you're saying
Yeah,
though.
I get it too. I agree with it. But I mean, I agree that you should make your partner feel loved every single
Yes.
day. But I feel like Valentine's Day is just an extra special day. Kind of like the Christmas season. There's like
That's fair.
one day of the Christmas season that's big, but like the whole season
The
is
whole
about
season.
giving and, rather than receiving.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Maybe I'm just a hater. I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
Okay, well, for this next story, I think this one's funny. A surprise sneaker release turning heads and has a big profit. Take a look at the Costco-inspired SB Dunk. By Nike. It blends sneaker culture with the retailer's iconic Kirkland signature style. The shoe mirrors Costco's gray sweatshirt look, complete with Kirkland branding and even a subtle nod to the store's famous 150 hot dog combo hidden inside. The Costco-themed Dunk quietly dropped at select locations for $135, but it's being resold online for about $425. The shoes are sold out at stores, and there is no word on when or if they will restock.
They probably won't. These
Yeah.
are tough though.
I mean, you're like the biggest Costco fan ever. Are you gonna get some?
Oh, no, I didn't know. Well, I also read online that it wasn't, I think it only dropped in like New York and maybe Portland, something like that. I love Costco. This doesn't surprise me. Like, I go to Costco at least twice a week. I was there yesterday. They know me on a first name basis at the one over in Bellbrook.
Wow.
And it's just great. I look forward. It's the high of my Mondays, really, because it's like, get off, go get some food at Costco. I got a smoothie and some pizza yesterday. They have Costco travel. You can get tires at Costco.
Hot dogs.
The hot dogs. You can get free samples.
Kelly, do you have a Costco merch?
No, I'm not.
Are you
pushing.
Sam's Club?
No.
Okay.
I'm
I wasn't gonna,
nothing.
Are you? What are you?
I'm neither yet.
Yeah, I'm like nothing. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
uncommitted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I've never been that way before. I've always been a Costco.
Wow.
Like I said, if
You're
Costco
loyal.
has no more fans, I'm not here no more. I will ride for Costco.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But we definitely ran a story about them in some hot water this week.
I don't remember
You know what I'm talking
that
about?
one. No,
Oh,
because I didn't read
it was
it.
something about the rotisserie chicken. I'll just leave it at that. But it seems to have gotten resolved,
Oh.
so that's good.
I don't remember it because I didn't read that story, so
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
You sound like me. But all in all, no, this was dope that I saw they dropped. Very random, though. I don't think I've heard of
Yeah.
them doing anything like that before.
$435
For
Yeah.
resale?
resale.
No. Not
Yeah,
going to be spending my
it's
money on
supply and
that.
demand. Would you wear them, though, if you got them?
I mean, they were just gray sneakers. I mean, I liked them, probably.
No, I'd rather buy like Dior.
You could buy, for $135, you could buy like 100 Costco hot dogs, you know that, so you can get your money's worth.
Okay, I would rather have the hot dogs then.
Really?
Than
Wow.
the sneakers.
Okay.
I'd rather have the hot dogs than the sneakers.
All right, you heard it
Yep.
here first. Well, we are looking ahead right now to something very exciting. The Olympics kick off this Friday. Opening ceremonies are that night as well. Athletes from nearly 100 nations arrived at the Olympic Village in Italy this week ahead of the opening ceremony. The first medals will be handed out over the weekend. In total, over 100 medals across 16 sports will be handed out over the course of 2 weeks. Of course, you can watch it all right here on WDTN. I love the Olympics in general. Winter Olympics are pretty cool too. Bobsledding, look forward to that. Figure skating, of course.
Yes.
Is it slalom? Is that where they're going down the hill and they're weaving
Curling?
between?
Remember curling?
is good.
I like that.
Yeah, whatever the downhill skiing is where they're going through and basically navigating the obstacles. And also the one where they jump.
I know
They
which
go
one
down
you're
and
talking
that
they
one's
jump.
cool.
Those are both very, very cool.
Do you like the Olympics?
I do.
Any like sports in particular that you watch?
I'm always like the ice skating and then
Yeah.
doing summer gymnastics.
Okay, okay. Snowboarding as well.
Yeah, that's
That'll
true
be cool.
too. Yeah.
I am probably, I swear, I am like the most patriotic person during the Olympics. I want the smoke with everybody. USA's on, I'm like,
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
some red, white, and blue. Let's
Yeah.
put it on. Let's cheer on Team
You're singing
USA.
the national anthem in the background.
I'm standing up
Yeah.
and singing it with them.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's get into it. So
Yeah.
I hope USA, I hope we bring home
I
some
do
gold.
too.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah,
We
I do
usually
too.
do well at the
Yeah.
Olympics. We're in the top of the, medal counts. We did well at the Summer Olympics in 2024. And of course, it's here on NBC, Shameless Plus here on
Yeah.
WDTN. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I like figure skating. So I think I've always thought figure skating is beautiful. But Victor is actually a professional figure skater. So, his eyes are on
I was
the
gonna say,
ice.
I'm curious how he'll watch. Is he just an observer, or will he sit there and be like, "Ooh, that turn, that wasn't very good," or she
I
kind
think
of missed
he's
that?
more of an observer, I
Okay.
would say. Yeah, I don't think he's so critical. But I think he obviously enjoys watching the sport. So he was, I'm going to brag on him here in a minute. He was #1 in the UK
Yeah?
when he skated over there. So
incredible.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
and then he was 14th in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Meanwhile, I go ice skating and I look like, a baby deer.
Oh,
just trying
that's
to,
what
like,
I looked
figure it out.
like. Yeah, he took me ice skating. It didn't go so well. So he pulled me.
great.
Yeah, he grabbed on my hands and I said, "All right, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You can pull me."
And it's one of those things that I feel once you get the hang of it, you're kind
Yeah.
of going. But then people start skating backwards and doing this. And then I think it's cool when they'll go really fast and slide and stop. Can't do that myself, though.
Nope, can't do that either.
It's impressive, but
Yeah, I will be on the floor, on the ice.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is we're going to be able to watch the pros here very soon. Be sure to watch the Olympics and all the coverage from NBC on WDTN over the next, 2.5 weeks or so. And join us for our next week's edition of the Morning Brunch. I'm sure we'll talk more about the Olympics. I'm Caleb here with Kelley and Lee. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here soon.